Good morning, students, and Happy New Year. I hope everybody is doing okay and is safe at home. As you know, we will be doing online lessons. So, students, I have prepared each lesson in a PowerPoint presentation, and on each slide, there will either be a voice recording or a small video explaining what to do. Students, today we will be starting with day 1, which is Unit 12 Vocabulary. Students, can you please open your student book to page 116? While you are doing this, I would just like to let you know that in between each vocabulary word, you can please pause the video and repeat after me. Feel free to pause the video whenever you don't understand something or just need some more time. Okay, let us start with number 1. This is carton. A carton is usually made up of cardboard and is used to hold milk or fruit juice. Number 2, diary. A diary is a small book that we use to keep personal notes down to help us remember something. Almost the same as your homework diary. Next we have paper. Paper is made from wood and is used to write on. We use paper every day in the classroom when we write in our books. Next we have blow. Students, blowing is when we blow out air from our mouth. We blow bubbles and blow up balloons. Next, we have shelf. A shelf is usually placed on a wall or beside it. We use a shelf to hold things like our books or kitchen appliances. In the classroom, we have a shelf with all of our books on it. Next is recycling plant. A recycling plant is where we send all of our recyclable rubbish, example cans and plastic bottles and glass, so that they can be crushed and reused again. Then we have a machine. A machine is usually made up of different metals. A machine's purpose is to help us either to build something, make something, clean something, or just make our life easier. An example of a machine could be a blender that we use to blend up and make smoothies, or even just a car that helps us get somewhere. Then we have the stationery store. This is a store where we go to buy all of our stationery. An example of stationery is pens, pencils, erasers, rulers, and all the things that we use at school. And lastly, we have rescue. Rescue is when we help someone or something that is stuck or in a difficult situation that they cannot get out of by themselves. Example, we rescue a cat from the tree. Students, please can you open your workbook to page 100. Once you have opened your book, please start with activity A. This is where we need to circle the odd one out. Remember, the odd one out means that it is the different word in the sentence. It is a word that does not fit properly with the other words. Can we see, for example, number one is a stationery store. So it is things that we can find in a stationery store. First, they have paper. Second, diary. And third, carton. Paper and diary can be found in a stationery store, but a carton cannot. That is why it is circled. It is the odd one out. Please can you finish number 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Next, once you have finished activity A, we will move on to activity B. This is writing the words from activity A underneath the correct picture. You can see this is a carton. That is why they have written carton underneath. You need to take the words from activity A and please complete number 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Once we have finished activity B, we will move on to activity C. This is circling true or false. An example of this is number 1. A recycling plant makes new things from old things. Is that true or false? It is true. I would like you to please finish number 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Number 2. Machines help people make things. True or false? Number 3. Sunlight can blow a kite into a tree. True or false? People who rescue animals don't like them. True or false? A carton is a container and often has juice in it. True or false? We write on paper. We can buy paper in many colors. True or false? And lastly, students, once we have finished activity C, we will do activity D. This is on page 101 of your workbook. Okay, so in activity D, we will read and write the words, find the mystery word, and answer the question. So, for number 1, this place sells paper and pencils. We know a place that sells paper and pencils, and that is a stationery store. I would like you to finish number 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then the mystery word. Number 2, this place helps us reuse paper, glass, and plastic things. Number 3, we write things on this. Number 4, we put things like books on this. And number 5, we can see this in a factory. It can be noisy. And the mystery word, what is something you should never throw on the ground? Okay, students, we have finished all of the activities that we need to do today for the new vocabulary of Unit 12. Let us start with the review. The review for activity A. Number 2, the odd word out for recycling plant was land. Number 3 was landfill. Number 4, was trash. Number 5, landfill. 6, trash. Students, if you have any incorrect answers, please erase them and change them to the correct answer. And activity B, number 2 was shelf. 3, paper. 4, machine. 5, diary. And 6, rescue. For activity C, circling true or false. Number 2, true. 3, false. 4, false. 5, true. And 6, true. For activity D, number 2, we have recycling plant. Number 3, paper. Number 4, shelf. And number 5, machine. The mystery word was trash. Thank you, students. I hope you had a lovely day and I hope the lesson was good. Stay safe. Thank you.